Let's open with a hypothetical. Imagine it's the Middle Ages. It's that time of the month. You grab your broom, walk over to clean the chimney, and you notice something strange, something peculiar, lurking in the darkness. A large blockage. You poke at it. Surely it's nothing. A bird's nest or a raccoon or... no. A secret third option? A clump of rats fall at your feet! Hey gang! Welcome to What Is That? A new series in which I share with you stuff that I found on the internet that makes me go, what is that? Our inaugural topic of discussion is going to be none other than the Rat King. Bum, bum, bum. And no, I don't mean that evil dude from the Nutcracker or some actual king of the rats with a cool throne in the sewers. I'm talking about the real deal. This dude. Rat kings are supposedly a strange phenomenon in which a group of rats get their tails tangled and knotted together. When this happens, they're more susceptible to being encrusted by things like dirt, or stuck together with sap, blood, or even food. I mean, we all know Murphy's Law. Anything that can be sticky will get sticky. Thanks, Murph. The first reported sightings of rat kings date as far back as the 1500s, mostly in Europe, and as recently as 2021 in Estonia. Fun fact, the largest rat king to ever be recorded was found in May of 1828. They were found in a chimney in the German town of Buchheim-Altenburg. This rat king was made up of 32 rats. As of this recording, it's actually still on display in the Maritzium National History Museum in Altenburg. Most rat kings on record are formed from a very specific type of rat, the black rat, aka the common house rat. And sidebar really quickly, the scientific name for these little dudes is Rattus rattus. I mean, that feels fake, right? Fake name. I wish I could make this up, but that name is very, very real. It is also important to note that the existence of this phenomenon is actually highly debated by researchers due to the limited evidence of them naturally occurring and a lack of live specimens for them to study. Despite there being around 60 quote-unquote reliable recorded cases since the 1800s and having a handful on public display, some researchers believe that the evidence could have been faked and write them off as nothing more than a cryptid or folklore. To be fair, what's stopping someone from knotting together the tails of a bunch of dead rats to get that next hit story? Nothing, really, I suppose. On the other hand, in 2013, a similar encounter was recorded in Saskatchewan, Canada, dubbed a Squirrel King. Now, I know squirrels aren't really rats, but they are still rodents, so I feel like that's close enough to be relevant. The tails of 6 squirrels got stuck together with tree sap. Luckily, they were taken to the animal clinic of Regina, where they were sedated and had their tails separated. Not to worry, this story has a happy ending. All 6 squirrels were later released back into the wild, all with their tails still, and I quote, firmly attached to their bodies. And I bet you're asking your screen, Chris, what about in the United States? To which I'd say, everything isn't about us. Nah, I'm playing. We've had at least one sighting too. The only one that I could find was in Wisconsin from 2018. 5 baby squirrels were found with their tails knotted and matted together. They were not as fortunate as the squirrels from Canada, because most of these little guys were left with some tissue damage after the separation, but were still later re-released back into the wild. So there you have it. From medieval time to the modern day, this rare phenomenon has fascinated and perplexed the scientific world. If you ask me, sightings ranging from across 3 millennia feels a bit more than folklore. But what do you guys think? Are rat kings the real deal, or are they just another widely accepted cryptid like Mothman or Nessie? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And hey, if you've made it this far, you may as well like, share, and subscribe while you're down there. In the meantime, I had so much fun today, and I hope you guys did too. I will see you all next time. Bye! Bye-bye!